Okay, so now you know how to add an item and a web link. Now we're going to learn how to add a quiz to your folder. So to start, you're going to choose your folder link. Then rather than choosing Build Content, you're going to select Assessments and then Test. Next, you'll click Create because we're going to create a new test. You're going to give that test a name. You're going to type in the description. The description would be what type of test it is. Is this a multiple choice test? How many questions is it? You're going to provide some specific instructions here, so you'll type in the instructions and then click Submit. Now you have the quiz shell. You want to start building questions. So to do that, you're going to click Create Question, and then you're going to choose the type of question you want. You've got a lot of choices here. You can scroll through. I'm going to choose multiple choice. And then you're going to start by, in the text box where it says question text, you're going to type in the question here. And then you're going to scroll down and just add the answers or the possible answers. So it defaults to having 4. That means the students would have 4 choices to choose from, A, B, C, or D. So for answer 1, I would just type in, and I'm just, for time's sake, I'm just going to type in some scribble there. But you type in the 4 possible answers. Scroll through to each text box. The next step is really important because you want to make sure that Blackboard knows which one is the correct answer. So you've added all the possible choices. It's going to default to answer 1, but if answer 1 is not the correct answer, you're going to want to scroll through and choose the correct one. So if answer 3 is correct, I would select that, and then I could submit and create another question. So to do that, you would just continue with the same process. What's the next question? Question number 2. You'd scroll down, you'd give the 4 possible answers. The next text box, the next possible answer. Scroll to the next text box. Keep doing that. Rather than answer 1 being correct, if that's not the case, then I would go select the correct answer by clicking here. And then you would continue submitting and creating another question until you've built all your questions. So for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and click Submit here. And now I have a quiz. It's a 2-question quiz. You'll see it's in this format. Here's the question. The students have 4 options, and then you know that this is the correct answer. The next step is to make sure that you apply the correct points. So it often defaults to 10 points per question. If that's not the case, if you want to change it so that maybe each question is worth 1 point, to do that, I could select All here. That checks each question, and rather than being worth 10 points, I want them to, let's say, maybe only be worth 1 point. So rather than each question being worth 10 points, I've selected all. I've selected all my questions, and I want to change it to so that each question is only worth 1 point. Then I'll click Update. And you'll see now we have a total of 2 questions for this test, and each one is worth 1 point for a total of 2 points. Once you've done that, you have created the test. The second step, though, is to deploy the test. So you're going to want to, now that you've created the test, you're going to go back to, this is a mock class, so for our purpose, you're going to go back to your folder, your module, and find your folder. So I'm just going to go here. I would find, oops, excuse me, find my folder. I can see the item that I created. I can see the web link that I created. Now I want to add the quiz. So rather than building content, I'm going to go now, click on Assessments, click on Test. And now rather than creating a new test, I'm going to select the quiz that I just created. So I'd select that and then click Submit. You'll see that the description is there. You can have, this is where you're going to set it up based on your needs. You have lots of options. I'm just kind of scrolling through here. So you'll customize the test, due dates. Once you've completed all of that, you're going to click Submit. And you'll see whatever new content always goes to the bottom. So you're going to see there's your item, there's your web link, and now here's your quiz. And the students would complete it by selecting the quiz link. They're going to be given the directions here, whatever your instructions were. They'll click Begin, and then they have their questions. They would just select whichever answer they think is correct and save and submit. And that's it. That's how you build a test and then deploy it into your folder for student access. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thanks, everybody.